Welcome everybody to this reading. This is a collective reading, so I pulled some cards to get an idea of what the reading is going to be about, and I really got this sense to not just write it down, but to just turn the camera on and start filming. I was really sensing being guided towards looking into some of these energies. So we do have the ring. All right, so the ring and the clock, what came out. So the ring could be like a promise. It could be something about something that you have really been waiting for, a commitment, a band, something that brings you together. I feel like some kind of a that you've been waiting for. And then we have the clock. So this is all about time, reinventing time. You can see it's not just a regular clock. It's quite it's like an antique. It's got lots of wheels. It has a lot of gadgets. It's a cuckoo clock, but there's lots of different birds. So I feel like this is all about like testing time and commitment. So also have the waiting game. So the waiting game came out with the ring. So something you've been waiting for to, something that really you have been waiting for. And I feel like with the ring, it's something that you really, like a promise or something you really value, something you value. Could be marriage, could be relationships, could be somebody just coming through with a promise that you have been waiting for. And I feel like time has told a story. Time has been telling you a story. You may not have seen it as with the two. It's as below, so above. So whatever you see, whatever you see that you've been waiting for, I feel like you're seeing results. You're getting results. There is a connection with some kind of roots, the seed you planted. Time is always speeding up and slowing down. Time is not always what it seems, right? Time can go really fast or slow. So it can also be in different. Time can also create an illusion, right? Time is an illusion. It can also create an illusion of feeling like losing track of time. All these gears, there's a lot of gears on this. So time has definitely been reinvented. You see this old style cuckoo clock on top, and then there's all of these other quite wacky inventions. Oh, and we have that little the waiting game with the sand clock. Holding still. Something may have been keeping you in a cycle. Yeah, because there's something in between the growth of a seed, an opportunity, and it actually coming out into plant form. So coming out into the material. Something takes time to grow. I feel like you've been waiting on this curve, waiting on this edge, this line, waiting. This time has kept you, time has kept you on a certain time, like a frame. You feel like you've been framed, you've been boxed in, you've been letting time take over. All right, so with the clock, we have fulfillment and wishes. This is like the Nine of Cups. And you can see there's a treasure on a leaf. It's like somebody who's getting who's understanding that receiving receiving your treasure chest. You had to go through a lot of cycles. Testing time, bending time, maybe even going back and forth. The unseen potential. We have the 3. It's like this really, it's like a boat, but also a ship. It's a ship, but it's like it's sailing. It's sailing into the sky, so it's able to fly. So creation, this is really like that. Getting out of reality and reinventing. Reinventing some kind of potential that you have, that you've been in these cycles of waiting, maybe not seeing that now, because I feel like this was in the recent past, may have received what you were waiting for, and then when it came in, it wasn't what you expected. Or maybe this waiting game, you waited too long. And when you've actually received what you thought you wanted all along, you realized that you have already reinvented. You've already moved away from the energy. And it's, while you've been waiting, I feel like waiting in this time, waiting for, I feel like with this home, this bird, it's kind of like a nest, right? Cuckoo nest. So I feel like with this bird energy and this little bird home, I really feel like this was, you could have been waiting for somebody for a promise to make you a promise, make you an offer, a value, to feel valued. And then after this, all this time, receiving what you have been planting seeds, when it grows and you see it, it's like you're almost jumping timelines that while that was going on and growing, didn't realize that you were already moved into this energy of that's old news. So I feel like you've been waiting for what you have wanted, and then I feel like you realized you've evolved and you're not there or waiting anymore. That waiting room, the game, I feel like it was a game that you just don't want to play anymore. And you have the 25, that's 7, and the triumph is a 7. So this is like the chariot, number 7, the tarot. And then we have the love begins and the unseen, okay? So I feel like you're sailing away. You've already created all these other ripples in the air, all these other, you've already shifted into this unlimited potential that I feel like that well was sucked dry, or I feel like that opportunity you feel like is no longer what you want. And I feel like that is that triumph card, where that's why the universe was holding off, because there was so much potential within you. And I feel like this time, very like inventor energy, able to play with time, almost like a time capsule. That time has brought you all these different stages, all these events, you know, you've gone all around exploring, reinventing yourself, creating a story of your own. And I don't feel like you want to dim yourself and go back to just this, where you were, that nest. Because you broke out of that comfort. I feel like you were forced to break out. When you were seeing the reflection of this ring, it was, that was your triumph. That was your victory in the past, your success. But I feel like there's time's gone on, it's shifted. And you've discovered this box, treasure you didn't know about yourself. And you're not ready to close it. You're not ready to, it's like you're just getting started. You found your happiness in a place where you were fighting, waiting. And here you are, just starting this new leap of faith, this new change of a leaf. The waiting game, the wishes. Yeah, so this, okay, so the 7, the Chariot, Triumph. This is all about moving away from light times, dark times. It's the triumph, the victory. You know that looking past, you know where you've been, you know the challenges, but forward you are racing towards light and not holding back the shadows. You're starting this new journey, pouring love back into yourself. Ace of Cups, love begins. Love begins where you are, begins with you. You are right where you need to be. And I feel like this wait, this time, this reflection has taught you that you're starting this new journey, new beginning, a new relationship with yourself that connects you to all sides. The journey in the dark, you've gained access to so much information and so much about yourself. It didn't break you, it made you stronger, made you have more desire, more passion, and more understanding that you are racing towards your purpose and not looking back, and not waiting around. That you are a chariot still racing in, knows the shadow but also knows the light. Doesn't get held down, but also moves graciously, moves through these phases of life with their head high. Movement, success, victory. It's like you're racing towards a new beginning, sailing into this new adventure. All right, so going to read the ring, see what it says in the book, because this book is quite different. So this is The Gilded Reverie. All right. The ring number 25, so that's 7. So we do have double 7s. That's like mirroring the light and the dark, that balance. A precious item is what I am to bind in marriage and commitment. I bring harmony in unions as long as negative cards are afar. Okay, and we have this clock. I'm gonna read about it. I feel like this is a commitment to yourself. A commitment to your... Commitment to yourself. Commitment to harmony. Commitment to not being held back. So I am the contract and the promise in partnerships and ventures. All right. I am the symbol for completion and the form of eternal devotion. So that's the ring right here. So this ring will bring a reward. So this is a ruby ring symbolizing commitment. So the ruby is a guarantee of economical stability. In some cultures, it was buried in the foundations of buildings to assure good fortune. I feel like you're this fortune in eternal devotion. But I feel like maybe you thought you needed. The reward was, you symbolized this as eternal devotion. Yeah, I feel like this could have been a safe. This is what you thought you wanted because it was comfortable. And I feel like there has been a lot of phases that have tested you recently. And I feel like you now know nothing is a guarantee in life. The reward is in your own triumphs, the commitments you make to yourself, the truth, foundations, building foundations. And it starts with the beginning of truly understanding who you are and what you conquered, what you symbolizes as a human being is more important to you than waiting around for what you thought was your value. And you see that it's much farther. It's farther than just that. You symbolize the ring is an object of value to those who wear it. Yeah, I feel like you symbolize so much more than an object. You don't like a value to put in an object, or you're like breaking out of the norm of needing to have a commitment to feel a value. And your form of understanding thought into manifesting into matter. I think you've really gone outside the box. Your mind is this creation of of expansion. And yeah, so we have 3 plus 37, which is 3 plus 7 is 10. So that could again be 1, which is pretty cool. Got this one and this one. They actually equal the same number. So with 10 can be broken down to 1. Take it how you think it resonates. Could be at a full cycle or a beginning. So after the 10, reinventing yourself, reinventing the game of life, the commitments that you have in your life, your relationships, your unions, and is this really a fulfillment of what you want? Do you feel like you have this waiting room energy where you've been? I feel like this new cycle has started where you realize something. It's like you're pushing the forces of nature, pushing the forces of this water. You're pushing it, you know, as this, it's like a waterfall, and your energy is pushing it away. All that hostility, all the heaviness, you know. And with this love beginning, you can see as this peaceful stream that you are pouring. Giving back to yourself. I think you had this with this cuckoo energy with the clock. I really feel like this is your mind just expanding and like, oh, wait a minute, realizing how powerful you are and how much you've gone through. It's like you're not the same person that needs a connection or needs to feel valued by somebody else. It's like you're this lion, like, hear me roar. Don't put me in a cage. All right, so time. So my appearance brings time to the forefront of importance. So that in time, these wishes, what you thought you were wishing for, what you thought you were growing, what you thought your fulfillment, what made you happy, what brought in, what fulfilled you in love, I feel like didn't necessarily fulfill you on a personal level. Like, I feel like you're holding back. And the triumph brought in that phase of the moon where it's illuminating another side, a deeper side, bringing light. So time is of importance. I may be approaching or passing, so be attentive. Use me wisely to provide perspective. Look around me to better understand my involvement. Certain cards may slow me down, but sometimes a quick action will get you to the crown. And the waiting game, so you're definitely slowed down with time. Time was slowed down so that the action, quick action will get you the crown. Yeah, time was slowed down, so this, you could see the slow pace around time, you know, so that you could really go through all these other cycles. So this time passed by and you realized the importance of perspective. There was a wise perspective. And it's like all these alarms were going off. All these different cycles were showing you this, all right? So this is, the clock is ticking and life is transiting in nature. We should savor every moment and live it to the fullest. And that's the fullest, fulfillment of wishes. So this card's reminder is a reminder of our immortality. The hands of the clock will only go forward into time, and we must go on regardless. It is the card of time management, and the owl reminds us to use time wisely. Yeah, so use time wisely. This is the card. I feel like it's very important, this card, to use time wisely. I just want to focus this. To use time wisely. Because waiting around is wasting your potential. The waiting game, time can close you off from certain opportunities so that you can see through and see a different perspective. See a different perspective that you're missing. That there is other methods other methods, other highlights of importance, other interpretations that you needed to see. And that's why this was being put. You can see this person just kind of going around like a field, you know, going around. Okay, you know, like it's like the universe was sending you on this mission around. It's almost like around the Saturn rings, around the time, the Saturn rings, to keep you in circles, this ring, to test your commitment, to see if it was truly what you wanted. And the fortune it can bring, or the entrapment, the fortress. You know, when you look at a castle, you look at a fortress, to some people that like, wow, it's so beautiful. And then to others, it could be something that is empty, right? A big empty house. It could be somebody's prison almost, right? So time was testing to see a different perspective. So this was all about the game of wait and see that the universe was playing. That's why it was sending you around, so that you could see different ranges of perspectives. So see the benefits of patience, to wait and see approach. You needed more time for yourself, to climb maybe an extra mountain, to climb a different mountain, to really highlight something within yourself. The time you need to tell a story of the force within you. So the clock can cast shadows. And this waiting game can keep you going around in circles. So this is all about moving forward. There's something you've been highlighted that you are meant for, and you feel it. You feel it, that your commitment is not in the same place. Building your own fortress. So I feel like this time waits for no man. Yeah, so I feel like this time allowed you to see something in the shadows, in the dark. So you're moving away into a new phase, a new direction, away from illusions. And I feel like the fortune was within you. So I feel like you're moving forward after these delays. The background has changed. The clock casts shadows of time in the background. Because time doesn't wait. It doesn't wait. It gets trapped. You get trapped, these cycles. And this is quick action, right? The Chariot's very quick. It's like turning around, racing away from a city where you've learned so much, but you had to move away from. It was time. Moving towards a new adventure, knowing that you don't know what's coming in, you don't know what to expect next, but you are passionate, like your spirit's calling you. And love begins. And there's no time. I feel like there is no time. There's no clock. There's no set clock. There's no set time to when you really find yourself and you allow yourself to take the lead. Love does heal all wounds. And if there's something meant for you to come in, you really don't lose it, right? You might be staying in this time loop, but you still have your success, your victories. They will never leave. Those opportunities will always be there. And it'll be waiting for you for this new beginning when you choose to see your potential, all right? So yeah, very beautiful energy. And the ship, I wasn't gonna read this, but I'm kind of curious. So a journey is to embark upon new horizons to be explored, and preparation is required to ensure smooth passage. Yeah, so you need to connect. There was a time that you need to connect, and now motion is in the ocean. And this is all about, yeah, time travel, the journey to travel. So this is all about very imagination, very original energy, that this is all about taking a risk and jumping onto a new adventure. New adventure, sailing into new adventure, and how you look at fortune. Fortune over time, fortune over, you're not looking for things to come in or waiting. I feel like you're not seeking. I feel like time just brings in things when it's meant to, and that is your treasure. That is your hidden knowledge. All right, so I'm going to pull tarot. Hope you're all amazing. I hope this helped. There is a lot of planets in Taurus right now. That is the second house. I believe Mars is in Aries. Maybe we're going into Taurus. But I feel like energy is really creating a whole new switch. It's like racing in from the old energy. Time to release the need to know all. Time to, yeah, go explore. Page of Wands, that's Sag energy. That is about that exploration, that energy, that young, fresh, want to go out and explore, creative, passionate. And the page, it's very young, fresh energy. You know, you're starting this new adventure, and it's really going to bring in a whole lot of desire, passion, creativity, expansion. All right, we also have the Magician. You are the creator. All right, it all starts with you. I hope that helps. And strength. It's been a time of courage, strength has tested your confidence, but you are aware of who you are. That gentle beast is not afraid to go after what they want and not back down. All right, but you have all the answers that you need to. It's time to just bust out of this energy and grow into very fiery, this energy. Yeah, grow. I feel like you're growing from those hard times, and it is time to flip the script, and time to create your own destiny. The Magician is the creator. All right, make sure your mind is clear of, make sure it is you're meditating, and make sure that you're manifesting what you want in your life. All right, don't let your thoughts hold you in this prison. Make sure that time, your thoughts, and all that is, you're putting it into intention. All right, and you are, yeah, you're growing, you're shining, you're beautiful, and trust that all of these challenges is going to bring you exactly where you need to be. All right, till next time, bye.